the past couple of years, Nexus Mods has really gone downhill. Their moderators censor tons of pieces of content that they deem too offensive or not politically correct, and now they have removed a Marvel's Rivals mod that depicted Donald Trump as Captain America, and they are getting wrecked for it. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, over the past couple of years, I've had to talk about Nexus mods quite a few times, and none of the situations have been positive. They've never reversed their decisions, they've never listened to gamers, and really tried to allow certain pieces of content on the platform that they previously said were not allowed. They've gone crazy. 10 months ago, Nexus Mods banned Tifa censorship reversal mod. Their activism is damaging modding. Nexus Mod bans Tomb Raider content warning removal mod. Starfield no pronouns mod ban confirmed real. We have the Starfield pronouns mod admins silencing the anti-pronouns discussions from forums. Nexus mod activists bans Baldur's Gate 3 mods that swap out lesbian romance to protect inclusivity. I mean, you name it, and they have decided to censor it. And now things are only continuing because a mod depicting Donald Trump as Captain America in NetEase's Marvel Rivals has been removed from Nexus Mods. Their platform exists to allow gamers to alter the piece of content that they own. In this case, Marvel Rivals. You are supposed to just provide a platform, a hub where people can find mods to alter their games, not sit here and tell people how they should feel and what they should or should not be consuming. If we are using this mod site, we are adults and can make those decisions for ourselves. All you are doing is looking like a lunatic. So ex-user Pirate Nation had shared a screenshot of what the mod looked like in-game as it replaced Captain America's head with Donald Trump. I think that this is pretty funny, especially after the elections. We knew that there was going to be a lot of backlash and a lot of people trying to attack Donald and his supporters, the individuals that voted for him. But in this case, they've taken that one step further. It's fine if you don't like Donald Trump. It's fine if you do like him. It's fine if you've criticized him in the past. It's fine if you criticize his supporters. But at the end of the day, you should not be censoring a Captain America skin that puts his head on this body because, let's be honest, he really kind of is Captain America right now. And within an hour of this post going on social media and instantly getting quite a lot of attention, Nexus Mods had removed the mod from their website when attempting to access it. A message now reads, "The mod you were looking for could not be found." And a similar mod that replaced Captain America's head with Joe Biden was actually also removed. So it seems that they're just trying to remove any sort of political content, even though they in the past have allowed it when it aligns with what they believe. But nevertheless, numerous individuals have not only expressed their distaste with Nexus Mods removing the Trump mod on X, but question why it was removed in the first place. This is another major issue with Nexus Mods, is they're not being clear and concise as to why the mods are removed. In a lot of cases, the individuals who created them are also account banned, so they no longer can post mods. These individuals are just willing to go above and beyond, which is just so sad because, again, I'm an adult who should be able to consume the content I want. There are some alternatives like based mods, for example, but it's still not as large and it doesn't have the wide variety that NM has. But people were saying things like, when did Nexus Mods decide free speech doesn't apply to modders? Banning something as harmless as Trump as Captain America is just ridiculous. It's a fun, creative idea that wasn't hurting anyone. It's crazy how fragile some people seem to be when it comes to stuff like this. Gaming used to be about freedom and creativity, and especially when we're talking about mods. That is putting the decisions in the hands of gamers. And imagine how many titles would not be as popular today as they are if it wasn't for modders. Look at basically every single Bethesda game. I love Bethesda, don't get me wrong, but their games are extremely buggy and broken. And a title like Skyrim would not have the fame it does today without modders. It goes on to say, though, over the last few years, it's been bogged down with microtransactions, forced agendas, and unnecessary censorship. Hopefully, things are starting to shift because gamers are clearly tired of it. Let people enjoy what they want, which I totally and completely agree with. Again, it's not the same situation that we're seeing with the mainstream industry where they're putting content in their games that is shoving a narrative in your face. That's not happening here. I, as a player, do not have to download this mod. It's not required content. So I think that it's fine that it exists, but these people don't believe that. And like I had mentioned, we've seen several situations over the past couple of years where they have censored certain content that they disagree with. And the most recent was them removing a mod that erased Crystal Dynamics Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered. Trigger warning. I think that trigger warnings are really stupid. I think that they're really pointless. I do not think that they are good for movies, TV shows, video games, because all you are doing is virtue signaling, saying, oh, we're so sorry that some of the depictions in these games are offensive, yet you're ultimately still making money from it. If you think that it's such offensive content, why are you trying to profit off of it? That makes you terrible people in a terrible company. They said the games in this collection contain offensive depictions of people and cultures rooted in racial and ethnic prejudices. These stereotypes are deeply harmful, inexcusable, and do not align with our values at Crystal Dynamics. Rather than removing this content, we have chosen to present it here in its original form, unaltered, in the hopes that we may acknowledge its harmful impact and learn from it, and also make some money from it. That's the worst part about these companies, is that they'll sit here all day and yap about, oh, offensive depictions, yet when it really comes down to it, they don't feel strongly about anything. And sure, every single company needs to make money, but you also need to treat your audiences with a little bit of fucking respect, and you treat us like we're idiots and we're not going to see through this. But the mod was uploaded by a user named Pike that removed the trigger warning. I think that that's perfectly fine, and it just states it removes the incorrect message about the game supposedly being offensive. If you felt offended by that warning, this mod is for you. It added nothing complicated. It's just text in the comment.txt file. Write your own message there and leave some words of wisdom for Crystal Dynamics, and it had been removed just days later, and it says the mod you were looking for could not be found. I actually am mentioned in this article. I discussed it as soon as it had happened, and it's just pretty sad all around that, again, a very big modding site has now stooped to these censorious levels. So I will be keeping my eye on this situation. Maybe one of the moderators for this platform will come out in an unhinged rant and attack people who are criticizing them for removing this. It wouldn't really shock me, but for now, that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.